Hello, ladies and gents. Rangers of the New Republic. Some squeaks. There is an interesting interview with Kathleen Kennedy with Empire magazine, which comicbook.com has basically got the lowdown on it. They've taken it, and because it's Empire anyway. Essentially stating that there was never any scripts made. Which I don't know whether that's... I don't know what that says about Lucasfilm. Essentially that they just have no idea what they're doing. They announce stuff, don't have anything written, don't have anything to go ahead, but they just keep announcing stuff that they think is cool. So we're going to dive into this today. I think it'll make for an interesting video, just an exploration of Lucasfilm on a whole. But before we do, ladies and gents, grab your Jasper Christmas special. So this is the back of the hoodie. This is the front, Merry Hmas, obviously our epic Jasper design there. And it's not just this, ladies and gents. You can get this design on mugs, pullover sweatshirts, jumpers, long sleeve tees, and premium t-shirts as well. It's a really cool design, front and back. Super cool. And if you don't want that, well, ladies and gents, grab my limited edition. That's right, because it is limited edition. Xenomorph Christmas Ugly Sweater. All over design, one of a kind. And this will be the last year that I will be making this design available for you all. So please do grab what you can. Links to both of those are down below in the description box. You can support me and Jasper by grabbing one of them. So anyway, let's dive into this. I saw this and I was like, really? Just, it's one of those things that you... Again, like I say, I don't know really what this says about Lucasfilm on a whole, but basically they don't know what they're doing. So Star Wars Rangers of the New Republic seemingly scrapped, and remember this is the show that Gina Carano was supposed to be leading front and center, and they announced it, and there was a big all to do about it. Everyone was like, yeah, great, because it was part of their big announcement. They were all moving full steam ahead on all the Mandalorian spin-offs, right? Because that's the new breadwinner for Lucasfilm on a whole, is the Mandalorian. That world, and it's just spinning everything off from it, because that's everything that they're doing now. Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, everything's been spun off from that. There's very few original shows now coming out from Star Wars that are not connected to the Mandalorian in some way, which makes sense. Mandalorian seems to please most people, more so than the sequels anyway. So let's just take a look. So announced just shy of a year ago, Star Wars Rangers of the New Republic was poised to put Mandalorian's Cara Dune at the centre of a spin-off series. Their recent comments from Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy seem to confirm that the project has now been scrapped entirely. Not even 2 months after the project's announcement, Gina Carano was released from her Lucasfilm contract and was confirmed to no longer be involved in any projects, due to remarks she shared on social media, earning her significant backlash from the fandom. No. Wrong. Wasn't. Wasn't from the fandom. Wasn't. It's from left-wing idiots. Anyway, though there was no official clarification on what that meant for Rangers, with whatever plans were in place for the series now being embraced for other projects, basically. And here, just check this out. So while speaking about Rangers of the New Republic with Empire magazine, Kennedy confirmed, "We'd never written any scripts or anything on that." And I think what this tells me, right, is always be wary of projects being handled in-house by a company that has their own streaming service, right? Because they can announce stuff before it's actually greenlit. And the green lighting process is pretty important because, so say, take the Hellraiser series, for instance. It's supposed to appear on HBO, right? That is a series that has apparently been greenlit. No official word, actually, from HBO, but it had been leaked that, oh, it's going to appear on HBO. It's greenlit. No official word. But that's a show that doesn't have any scripts available at the moment, right? But it's being taken to HBO to then greenlight, to then push and distribute. Now, if HBO Max announces something for themselves, don't guarantee that it's ever going to get made, because they're not going to. They can announce something and then just scrap it instantly. There's a lot more moving parts in place for a show which has been taken to a distributor. And this is the same thing here. Like, be really wary of these announcements from Disney Plus, HBO Max. I'm trying to think of the multitude of others really that have, you know, they own their own properties. I don't think there's many. Yeah, because they hadn't even written anything. But it was apparently going ahead, ladies and gents. It was a big announcement, big all to do. You know, the stock prices raised, everyone was loving it. Wow! And then boom, no, we didn't actually do anything on that. Bad. And I guess actually that's something which we haven't really experienced that much of. You know, it's a little bit in some form or another, but not that much, because streaming and being handled by themselves with their own properties is a relatively new concept. You know, the bigger streamers before were like Netflix. They don't own specific IPs. They distribute them, they don't own them. So, yeah, interesting stuff. Now, she would also note some of that will figure into future episodes, I'm sure, of The Mandalorian. Basically, yeah, we've not written anything, so we'll chuck some of them ideas elsewhere. So, why not? This likely won't come as much of a surprise, given how little we've heard about the project, with one of the last updates on its status coming this past May, and at that time Variety had pointed out a third announced spin-off, Rangers of the New Republic, is not currently in active development. But that also means that they announced it ages ago, when they hadn't even had anything planned out. They just literally had ideas. What a shame. Now, Cara Dune's role in Season 2 of The Mandalorian saw her earning the opportunity to become one of these Rangers, allowing her to help keep the peace in the galaxy far, far away, following the destruction of the Galactic Empire. Even at the time the project was announced, Lucasfilm avoided confirming anything about what figures would be featured in the project, with it merely seeming likely that it would feature Cara Dune, as reports at the time had also noted the character would be getting a spin-off. And that was it. So, again, I think the take-home from this is, don't listen to anything from like Disney Investor Days and Star Wars Days and, you know, all of those days, because they can just go like that. And same with HBO Max. Anything that they announce from properties they own in-house, it could just be playing the stocks game. You know, just boosting numbers. Oh, we'll boost some stocks, some shares, yeah. Which is a shame. I think that sucks. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, it's a pretty inflammatory accusation. But the fact that they literally said, we've never written any scripts or anything like that, I think that, why would you announce it then? It's not anywhere near any level of developmental progress for an announcement. That's why I think it's very good that HBO hasn't come out and said, oh yeah, we're doing this Hellraiser series, and it's only been leaked, because they haven't actually written any script yet. So if HBO Max came out and said, oh yeah, we're doing this, I'd be like, oh, you've probably written scripts now then. Rather than, it's probably just going to die a death somewhere. Because I just think, no, that's in developmental hell at the moment. But anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.